A very good morning, my dear students. So here we are on the verge of this chapter, like completion of this chapter. And in order of that, I'm here again with this lecture number 11 of Unit 7, Equilibrium. So as usual, let's start with the quote. And here's the quote that the presence of mistakes in life is the proof that you are trying for something that's worth it. And believe me, if you are trying, obviously at sooner or later you will get the success. But those who are not trying, उनके लिए तो कभी सक्सेस के कोई या फिर जो है वो sooner or later that chance is not going to come because they are not trying, isn't it? So if you are doing mistakes, that means you are trying, and if you are trying, obviously you will get one day you will get success. Okay, so moving towards this homework solution which I have given in the last video, that too we have done. Yes, and that too was the homework. I hope you people have done it. So let's do it. 0.002 mHbr. So there was that 0.002 mHbr, and here is that this is third. So the concentration, can you write into 2 into 10 to the power minus 3? That is the H plus concentration. Yes. So find the pH. pH is equal to minus log. Can I do in short? This is, yes, minus 3 log 10, and log 10 value is, this is minus 0.3010 as log 2 value, and this is going to be my 3. Log 10 value is 1. So if you'll solve it, sorry, this will be plus, minus, plus. So it will be around 2.7. Yes. Okay, now fourth was 0.005 mNaOH. So fourth is 0.005 mNaOH. So here OH minus concentration you will get. So that OH minus concentration is going to be 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. That means you will find the pOH. pOH is equal to minus log 5, and here minus 3 log 10, and log 5 value is 0.699, minus 3 log 10 value is 1. So you just solve it and you will get around 2.3. Yes, so that is the pOH. So pH will be what? 14 minus 2.3. I'm not writing exact value, this is approximately. Okay, so the answer will be what? 11.7. This is the pH for 0.005 mNaOH. One thing you have to keep in your mind, that if it is base, the pH must be above 7. Got it? And if it is acid, then pH should be less than 7. That thing you have to keep in your mind. चाहे वो थोड़ा ही छोटा हो, थोड़ा ही 7 से बड़ा हो, अगर बेस है तो थोड़ा ही 7.2 हो, 7.4 हो, that will be correct. Okay, चलेगा. But it cannot be 6. It cannot be 6.9 even. ठीक है? Similarly for acid, it must be like it will be okay if it is 6.9, but it cannot be 7.1 or 7.2. So वो चीज़ का आपको ध्यान में रखना है. Okay, and by that way you can do this. Okay, so now common ion effect, and that is going to be a very important topic, a very important definition actually. And in the Viva also that question can be asked, even in class 12th also. Lots of use are there in the lab also, like doing experiment we have this common ion effect concept. And if you could remember that the first salt analysis we have done, and in that case in the group 2 where we were adding H2S, first for group 1 we were adding HCl, and after that H2S. So that is also a common ion effect. So in practical, if you'll see that group 2 there is a use of common ion effect, and group 4 has the use for this common ion effect. Okay, so chaliye, let's move to definition part. The suppression of degree of dissociation of weak acid or a weak base by the addition of a strong electrolyte containing a common ion is known as common ion effect. Did you get this definition? Let me again explain it again. The suppression of degree of dissociation, मतलब weak acid के degree of dissociation कम हो जाता है, suppress हो जाता है when, जब हम कोई strong electrolyte को उसमें add करते हैं which is having the same common ion. ठीक है, let me show you an example. Like take this CH3COOH. Okay, so this is a weak electrolyte, and if it undergoes dissociation, it will give you CH3COO minus plus H plus. Yes, and if in this solution I'm adding a strong electrolyte which can be like जो वीक एसिड और वीक बेस का ना हो, उसके अलावा कुछ भी अगर यूज कर सकते हैं तो दैट विल बी स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. तो इफ आई विल यूज अ मिक्सचर ऑफ दिस एसिड एंड अ स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस लाइक CH3COH, ओके, एंड अ स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस अगर हम यूज कर लेते हैं तो इन दोनों का जो मिक्सचर बनेगा, जो सॉल्ट होगा, दैट विल बी CH3COONA, that will be a strong electrolyte. Got it? So if I will add a strong electrolyte, in this case CH3COONA, so what will happen? This will dissociate into CH3COO minus plus Na plus. And what it is doing in the product side, the concentration of CH3COO minus is going to be increased. Yes, concentration is going to be increased, isn't it? तो अगर ये इंक्रीज होगा तो ली-चैटले प्रिंसिपल व्हाट वी हैव डन, इफ एट द इक्विलिब्रियम किसी भी चीज का अगर हम कंसंट्रेशन इंक्रीज करते हैं तो इक्विलिब्रियम द रिएक्शन विल मूव इन सच डायरेक्शन वेयर द इफेक्ट ऑफ दैट इंक्रीजिंग विल बी नेग्लिफाइड. यस, सो दैट मीन्स यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा कि जब इसका कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ गया तो इक्विलिब्रियम जो रिएक्शन है वो इस डायरेक्शन में मूव कर जाएगा, एंड दैट्स व्हाई द सप्रेशन वी आर गेटिंग, वी वांट दिस एंड दिस आयन, बट वी विल गेट अल्टीमेटली वी विल गेट दिस. तो इनका सप्रेशन, इनका डिसोसिएशन जो होगा वो रुक जाएगा, वो कम हो जाएगा, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड कॉमन आयन इफेक्ट. गॉट इट? अनदर एग्जांपल वी कैन डू इन दिस वे, लाइक NH4OH, a weak base I'm using. Yes, so this is going to dissociate into NH4 plus and OH minus, and if I will use a strong electrolyte, in this case I will use strong acid plus weak base. Okay, so that will also be a strong electrolyte. It is going to be give a strong electrolyte. Yes, so let me take it as a NH4Cl, where acid is HCl and base is NH4OH, and if this NH4Cl is undergoing dissociation, it will give you NH4 plus and Cl minus. So again the concentration of NH4 plus is going to be increased, and that's why the reaction will shift in this direction, and instead of getting this ions, what we will get? We will get this, and that's the reason in the third group, if you can remember that lab reactions, so in the third group we get the precipitate. Oh sorry, I have written here third, it is group 4. Fourth I have written, it is group 3. Okay, in this case, in this HCl and H2S we add, having a common ion of H plus, and in this case we use NH4Cl and NH4OH having a common ion of NH4. Yes, in group 3, so increased, and that's why we will get the precipitate. जबकि रिएक्शन अगर डिसोशिएट हो जाता तो ये आयंस होते हैं, दैट मीन्स वो एक्वस सॉल्यूशन में हो जाते हैं, वी विल गेट द एक्वस सॉल्यूशन, बट सिंस ऑफ दिस ड्यू टू दिस कॉमन आयन इफेक्ट वी गेट द precipitate, and hence that get deposited, and we identify that yes, group 3 is present over there. Got it? Okay, so this is a common ion effect to you. What you are supposed to learn, that is the definition, and these two examples you can learn for weak acid and for weak base, because इसका use अभी आगे भी है. So this definition and this example should be in your mind. Okay, now common ion effect. The ionization of an in continuation of this, the ionization of an acid gives hydrogen or hydronium ion and corresponding anion. We know that, yes. If any one of the product is added to the acid solution, then the ionization of the acid moves towards the backward direction according to Lee-Chatelier principle. We know that, yes or no? As for example, if I am adding HCl and that is going to dissociate into H plus and Cl minus, sorry, इसको हम बाद में ऐड करेंगे, पहले हम ऐड करते हैं H2S. 1 second. Just take an example like weak electrolyte H2S. Okay, if I am using this, it is going to dissociate into 2H plus and S minus 2. And now if I will add a strong electrolyte of this HCl, what will happen? This is going to increase the concentration of H plus over here. So hence equilibrium will shift in the backward direction. Got it? So that is the same. और वो किसकी वजह से? ली-चैटले प्रिंसिपल के अकॉर्डिंग. This is the ली-चैटले principle. So यही चीज यहाँ पे. Then the ionization of the acid moves towards the backward direction according to ली-चैटले principle. Clear? Now, as a result, the ionization of acid suppresses and the acid is ionized to a lesser extent. जितने extent में होना चाहिए था, वो extent में भी नहीं होता है. For example, acetic acid CH3COOH dissociates as, like I have already explained you, CH3CO minus plus H plus. And if I will write the K for this, the product concentration upon the reactant concentration like this. If the hydrogen ion are added to the solution from any other source, अगर इस क्वेश्चन में या तो हम इसको increase करते हैं या इसको increase करते हैं, किसी भी source से if I will increase this, the equilibrium will shift in the backward direction and dissociation of this acid will be at the lesser extent. Got it? From it will combine with acetate ion in the solution and form unionized acetic acid. As a result, the degree of ionization of acetic acid will be reduced. Similar will be the effect when an ion is added to the equilibrium mixture from an external source. Either we do this, increase this, or we increase this by any source. The equilibrium will shift in the left direction, that means backward direction, and we will get more and more unionized acid rather getting ionized acid. Got it? And this is called common ion effect. So if you can explain, this is the explanation. But whenever it is asked about the common ion effect, you are supposed to write the definition which I have explained in that previous slide. Along with that, two examples. That's it. Okay. Now, factors affecting acidic strength. What are the factors which can affect the acidic strength? So in that, there is, in general, when the strength of HA bond decreases, then energy required to break the bond decreases. Okay. Consequently, H plus is easily released as H plus and HA becomes a stronger acid. What is this? When the strength of HA bond, अगर जब HA bond like this is HA bond, अगर ये weak होगा, then this bond can be easily break and we will get the H plus easily. Got it? तो जितना ज़्यादा कोई भी acid, whatever the acid, if it loses H plus as much, like as fast as it loses H plus ion or more H plus ion it loses, more acidic it will be considered as. Yes. So if this bond is weak, it will lose the H plus very easily and hence the acidic character will be high. So we can say that, suppose that this is the HA, and if this bond is weak over here, one is HA and another is HB. So HB bond is strong and HA bond is weak. Suppose that. So which is the more acidic? We will say that HA is the more acidic. Got it? Another example कर लेते हैं. Like if I am saying HI and HCl, which one is more acidic? What you will say? Whose bond length should be high so that bond dissociation enthalpy should be less. Yes, got it? So HI, iodine, being bigger in size, it has more bond length and hence less bond dissociation enthalpy. That's why it will release H plus very easily and hence HI will be more acidic than HCl. Got it? So this is the line written over here. Similarly, when HA becomes more polar, that is electronegative differences between HA increases, there is a significant charge separation and cleavage of bond becomes easier, thereby also increasing the acidic strength. अगर ऐसा भी होता है, suppose that if I am saying HF and HCl, in this case HF and HCl, so here you can say that it has bigger size, got it, and it has smaller size. So accordingly, HCl should be more acidic than the HF, isn't it? But fluorine is more electronegative. So what will happen? The bond, ये fluorine अपनी तरफ इलेक्ट्रॉन लेके जाना चाहता है. Yes, this is attracting. तो ये बॉन्ड क्या हो जाएगा? वीक हो जाएगा, काफी ज्यादा वीक हो जाएगा, and that's why this will be more acidic than this. So this is, if electronegativity difference between the HA increases, then also this is the increasing acidic strength. Got it? Another example, if I'm saying that, you just take an example of H2O and HF. Which one is more acidic? So in this case, see fluorine is more electronegative than the oxygen, isn't it? So यहाँ bond separation बहुत जल्दी हो जाएगा because it is more electronegative than this, so that's why more acidic is HF. Got it? So this can be the way. Come, let's compare the hydro acids of period and groups. Hydro acid, that means only hydrogen will be there, not oxygen. And oxo acid ka matlab, along with the hydrogen, oxygen should also be there. Yes, that I have explained in the class 10th also. So acids are of two type. Ye type bhi hota hai. One is hydro acid, that means only HA type. HA type, okay. A can be any negative part, H hona chahiye. Or one is oxo acid. So this is HOA, like OH will be there or along with the any negative part. Got it? चलिए. So hydro acids of the element of a period. एक period की बात करते हैं. Acidic strength of the binary hydro acid. Binary, that means two element will be there. Hydro acid increases on going left to right across a period of periodic table. अगर हम acidic strength की बात करते हैं तो वो बढ़ जाता है when we move from left to right across a period. pK values of some hydroacids are given below, like this: CH4, NH3, H2O, HF. What can be the reason? Can you think of it? Yes. Just relate it with the previous one. More electronegativity. Yes, electronegativity increases and hence acidic character increases. Acidic strength increases. So nitrogen is more acidic than carbon, oxygen is more acidic than nitrogen, and fluorine is more more electronegative. More electronegative than oxygen. That's why HF is the highest. HF is having highest acidic strength, then the H2O, then the ammonia, and then CH4. Got it? And we can do it in terms of pK value also. pK value I have given for CH4 it is 58, for NH3 it is 35, H2O no need to learn. There is nothing to learn here. Just for reference I have given. Okay. Now, for example, the acid strength of hydroacids of the elements of the second period increases like this. So, what can be the reason? आप pK value पे कह सकते हो, but pK value is just simply to learn. You have to learn. So, pK value experimental value है. If I will ask that what can be the reason that why HF is more acidic than H2O, than NH3, than CH4, so you can say that as in the period on moving left to right, electronegativity increases, and if the electronegativity increases, the bond length bond strength जो होता है वो increase होता है, and that's why it becomes more acidic. Got it? Okay. This trend can be easily explained on the basis of electronegativity that I have explained right now. So now next thing, that is the note to be learned. With the increase in electronegativity, the element has more and more tendency to withdraw strongly the electron pair from H, and therefore the ionic character generally increases, and consequently the release of hydrogen ion becomes more easy and acidic character increases. So why so? Why on increasing electronegativity the acidic character increases? That is the reason. Yes. Okay. Now similarly, the acidic character of hydroacid of third period increases in the same order. Same third period की बात करूँ या second period की बात करूँ, it will increase in the same way. So if it is PH3, H2S, HCl, chlorine is more electronegative than the sulfur, than the phosphorus. Hence, phosphine is the least basic, than the least acidic, than the H2S, than the HCl. Yes. Hydroacids of the elements of a group. If you are talking about the group, तो group में क्या होता है? On moving top to bottom, atomic size increases. वहाँ हम electronegativity का concept नहीं लगाएंगे. वहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे? Atomic size का concept लगाएंगे. Yes. तो more the atomic size, like bond length will be high, and hence bond dissociation enthalpy will be less, and that's why easily H plus will be released will be there, and acidic character increases. Yes. The relative strength of hydroacid of a group increases as we go down. Yes. Relative strength of hydroacids of a group increases as we go down. Example, क्या होगा? Like 17th group के लिए exam increases as HF is greater than HCl, than HBr, than HI. And reason I have told you in the previous slide also. Similarly, in group 16, the acidic strength increases as H2O is greater than H2S is greater than H2SE than H2TE. रीजन वही है, atomic size increases and hence bond length increases, so bond dissociation enthalpy decreases and hence release of H plus becomes easy, consequently acidic strength increases. Yes, this order is reverse of that expected on the basis of electronegativity. That's why I'm saying in the group we are not considering the electronegativity. अगर आप ग्रुप में अगर बात करते हो तो electronegativity decrease होती है. Yes, electronegativity decreases, so accordingly the acidic strength should decrease. Yes, decrease, but ऐसा नहीं होता है. Here in group the atomic size dominate over the electronegativity. Got it? Dominate कर जाता है. For example, in the group fluorine is the most electronegative halogen. The electronegativity gradually decreases as we move towards iodine through chlorine and bromine, as like this. So accordingly, HF should be like more acidic than the HCl, than the Br, than the HI. The acidic strength depends upon two factors, electronegativity and the size of the central atom. The electronegativity factor does not explain the correct order as we go down the group. यानी कि group में जो होता है वो electronegativity factor doesn't give the correct order. ठीक है? While in the period we can consider it. The atomic size of the central atom increases and hence for explaining the acidic character in the group we have to take the atomic size part important, and in the period we will take electronegativity. As a result, HA bond strength decreases, so the acid strength increases. The effect of increase in size is more than effect of electronegativity change, as right now I've told you that atomic size will dominate over the electronegativity. Yes, as we know that the electronegativity difference between fluorine and iodine is only 1.5. However, the size of halogen becomes nearly double. So that's why atomic size dominates over the electronegativity in the group. Okay, so here is a question for you people. The ionization constant of phenol is like this, yani Ka की value given hai. This is the Ka value. What is the concentration of phenate ion? Phenate, and that is, this is phenol. Let me explain you. This is phenol. Okay, if I will remove H plus over here, so it will give you this O minus. So somewhere you can see that phenolate and somewhere phenate, both are same thing. Okay, so this is phenate ion or phenolate ion in 0.05 m solution of phenol. So आपसे पूछा जा रहा है कि इस सॉल्यूशन में फिनेट आयन का क्या कंसेंट्रेशन होगा. वो व्हाट विल बी द डिग्री ऑफ आयनेशन इफ द सॉल्यूशन इज आल्सो 0.01 m in sodium phenate. So let me explain you here like this. See, phenol, if I'm talking about, I'm writing PHOH. This group is called phenyl. ये benzene का ring जो होता है, that is called phenyl when it is attached with the some group. Okay, so phenyl and then OH. So this is phenol over here. Let me use another color for PHOH. Okay, plus water whenever we do, this will give you H plus, and ये बन गया phenate ion और phenolate ion, and this is the hydronium ion. Okay, so अल्फा निकालने के लिए we have formula root under K upon C. कैसे आप निकालोगे? K is equal to C alpha square you have done. Yes, so by this way we got this alpha is equal to K upon C. K की value given है और concentration is also given, so that's why alpha हमने आसानी से निकाल लिया है यहाँ पे. Clear? Okay, now अगर हम यहाँ पे देखते हैं तो दिस इज 1 माइनस सी इंटू 1 माइनस अल्फा, दिस इज सी अल्फा, दिस इज सी अल्फा. कंसंट्रेशन याद करो, वैसे करते हैं. सो हियर फिनोलेट आयन का कंसंट्रेशन जो है वो सी अल्फा है. गॉट इट? अल्फा हमने निकाला इतना और कंसंट्रेशन जो है फिनोलेट का दिया हुआ है 0.05. सो दैट you have used and you got this. So equal होगा H plus का concentration भी. So we got it like this. Okay, now हमें pH निकालना है. So pH यहाँ पे ये पूछा गया ना कि what is the concentration of phenolate ion in this phenol and what will be the degree. तो आगे हम करते हैं, फिर we will find this first we will find this pH. So pH is equal to minus log H3O plus concentration, and this is, you just solve it and you will get this 5.85 something. ठीक है, अब आपसे पूछा जा रहा है यहाँ पे कि what will be the degree of ionization if the solution is also 0.01 m in sodium phenate. अगर sodium phenate हम ले लिया जाता और वहाँ पे concentration 0.01 है तो degree of ionization कितनी होगी. Okay, so here again the same way we will do phenol. This is going to PHO and H plus sodium phenol करेंगे, we will get this. So now the concentration of phenolate ion in the solution is this, isn't it? दोनों का sum. So concentration of PHO from phenol, suppose that X है. Now sodium phenol is what we say, strong acid, strong electrolyte. So जो sodium phenol this is sodium phenate का जो concentration होगा वही phenate का concentration होगा इस केस में. So this is 0.01. so इसका भी concentration, इसका concentration क्या हो जाएगा, 0.01 ही होगा. So total pHO जो हो गया वो 0.01 plus X that we have done. Yes, we know this thing. We have done this type of questions in previous video. Now concentration of phenol left ionized. So यहाँ पे जो हमने किया था, this was concentration minus alpha जो हम कर रहे थे, तो 0.05 minus alpha यानी कि x घट रहा था, isn't it? See how it is. Like if it is not clear to you, let me explain this. Suppose that this is PHOH and this is going to PHOH. Yes, PHO minus और दिस इज H प्लस. सो यहाँ पे अगर हम ये करते थे, दिस इज कंसंट्रेशन सपोज है जो दिया हुआ है, दिस इज 0.05. अगर यहाँ पे ले रहे थे हम, इन दिस केस इट वाज 0.05. ठीक है, तो 0.05 अगर हम यहाँ पे ले रहे थे, दिस वाज 0.0. आफ्टर सम टाइम इसका कुछ पार्ट, कुछ कंसंट्रेशन डिक्रीज कर रहा था, तो वो हमने एक्स कंसंट्रेशन को डिक्रीज किया, तो एक्स कंसंट्रेशन इसका था और एक्स कंसंट्रेशन इसका था. सो दैट वी हैव टेकन. गॉट इट? ये एट इक्विलिब्रियम की बात कर रहे हैं हम, जो हमने कुछ समय के बाद जो एक्सपोजर है. तो यहाँ पे ये रहा, दिस इज फिनॉल अनआयोनाइज, जो कि नहीं आयोनाइज हुआ, तो दैट इज दिस 0.05 माइनस एक्स. अब सिंस एक्स इज वेरी मच ऑलरेडी 0.05 इज स्मॉल वैल्यू, और उसमें से अगर हम एक्स घटाएंगे तो कितनी वैल्यू, कितनी एक्स कितनी होगी, बहुत छोटी वैल्यू होगी. तो अप्रोक्सीमेटली इट विल बी जस्ट नेग्लिजिबल मान लो, और ये हो जाएगा 0.05, इजंट इट? तो PHO माइनस का कंसंट्रेशन आपने निकाल लिया यहाँ पे 0.01, एक्स नेग्लिजिबल है तो यहाँ पे 0.01 आ गया. फिनॉल का आपने कंसंट्रेशन निकाल लिया 0.05. नाउ के की फॉर्मूला होता है प्रोडक्ट अपॉन रिएक्टेंट. तो इसका कंसंट्रेशन आपको पता है, इसका कंसंट्रेशन आपको पता है, के की वैल्यू आपको पता है, H प्लस आप निकाल लीजिए एंड यू विल गेट दिस. व्हाट इज द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ फिनेट आयन इन दिस? ये वाला आंसर आ गया. गॉट इट? क्लियर है? नाउ नेक्स्ट थिंग, H plus concentration you will get this solve करके. 1 second. Okay, so use this calculation and you just find this H plus concentration. निकल गया. और अब इस केस में अगर आपको pH निकालने की बात आएगी, यहाँ पे जब phenolate आयन का ये वाला concentration इसमें, so you just find the pH is equal to concentration आपने निकाल लिया H plus, you do it and you'll get this 9.30. got it? Any doubt? Okay, how to understand this thing, ये ध्यान दो. यहाँ पे this sodium phenate, that means it is made up of C6H5ONA, यानी कि ये strong base NaOH से मिलके बना हुआ है. So pH जो होना चाहिए वो 7 से greater होना चाहिए. Got it? This is, and you are getting this 9.30, so that means this answer is correct. Got it? Okay, now move to next thing, that is the question, and that is homework for you. As I have explained, just go in that and explain it, try to do it by yourself. Okay, now next topic is hydrolysis of salts. What is this hydrolysis of salts? Salts क्या है, पहले ये आपको ये समझ में आना चाहिए. Salts, when acid and base combine with each other, it gives salts. And how many types of acid and base, that you know that? Yes. So like if it is, let me explain you, if it is strong acid, strong base, it will give you neutral salt, and that will be strong salt. Yes, strong salt. And let me use another color. And if I'm using a strong acid plus weak base, this will be acidic salt. Yes. If I will use a strong base and weak acid, it will give you basic salt. Sorry, strong base and weak acid. Yes, it will give you basic salt. And if I will use weak acid and weak base, we'll get again the neutral salt. So what we have to understand, हमें इन तीनों को पढ़ना है, इसे नहीं करना है, क्योंकि ये न्यूट्रल है, कंप्लीटली डिसोशिएट हो जाएगा. सो अल्फा डिग्री जो होगा, डिग्री ऑफ आयनाइजेशन जो होगा, वो बिल्कुल यहाँ पे नहीं होगा, completely ionized हो जाएगा actually 100%, so we'll not consider that one. So these three we will understand. Yes. Okay, so now the interaction of anion or cation of the salt with water to produce an acidic or basic solution is known as hydrolysis. As for example, we are doing this salt, अगर हम यहाँ पे suppose that, and any salt, if you take this NaCl, okay, this is the वो हो जाएगा, strong हो जाएगा. So let me use this CS3CONA. Okay. So if it reacts with water, it will give you CS3, COOH and NaOH. So that is called hydrolysis. ये कहलाएगा hydrolysis. So this will give you the acidic or basic solution. So अब यहाँ quite clear है that strong base है और ये weak acid है. So obviously the solution will be basic. So that is called hydrolysis of salt. So hydrolysis is reverse of neutralization. दोनों मिलके जब सॉल्ट बना रहे हैं तो न्यूट्रलाइजेशन प्रोसेस कहता है. इन जनरल वैसे तो करेक्ट डेफिनेशन नहीं है न्यूट्रलाइजेशन की. आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट व्हेन इट इज न्यूट्रलाइजेशन एग्जैक्ट, बट इन जनरल हम देखते हैं कि सॉल्ट का फॉर्मेशन जो होता है वो न्यूट्रलाइजेशन कहते हैं. तो इट इज हाइड्रोलिसिस जो होगा जस्ट रिवर्स ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सॉल्ट, दैट मीन्स न्यूट्रलाइजेशन. ओके. Now hydrolysis constant. What is this hydrolysis constant? As we have done degree constant, equilibrium constant Kc in terms of concentration, in terms of pressure we have done Kp, and dissociation constant for acid we have done Ka, dissociation constant for base we have done Kb. Here we are going to understand hydrolysis constant, and that is going to represent by Kh. Okay. So the equilibrium constant of hydrolysis reaction is called hydrolysis constant. किसको कहेंगे? Equilibrium constant ही होता है, but किसका होता है? Hydrolysis reaction का. Okay. Let us consider a salt MX, a salt of acid HX and a base MOH. एक एसिड है HX और एक है बेस MOH. इन दोनों के कॉम्बिनेशन से we got a salt MX. So the general hydrolysis equilibrium and hydrolysis constant for anion and for cation. Let's see. So if I will see that MX here, MX plus water, this is going to give you what? This will give you MOH plus HX, isn't it? So here it is acid and this is going to be base. Clear? This is going to be, this is a salt. So if I will find over here, so यहाँ पे like metal को अगर हम ignore करते हैं, we can do it. ठीक है. सो बिकॉज मेटल का यहाँ पे कोई रोल नहीं है, सो वी आर कंसिडरिंग दैट X माइनस एंड वाटर दैट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू OH माइनस ओवर हियर एंड HX. एनी प्रॉब्लम? ओके. सो अगर हम इक्विलिब्रियम कांस्टेंट लिखेंगे तो क्या लिखेंगे? कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ OH माइनस इंटू कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ HX अपॉन कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ X minus into concentration of water, and we know that H2O concentration is constant and this is also constant. So this constant and this constant, this constant and this constant will be another constant, and that will give you KH. So what will be the KH? It will be OH minus HX upon X minus. Clear? So this is the hydrolysis constant for anion. Clear? Any doubt? Similarly do it for cation. So cation is here M plus. Okay. So cation के लिए करते हैं तो यहाँ पे अब MX की जगह पे यहाँ पे हमने cation anion लिया था. Now what I will take? I will take cation. तो cation is M plus. Can I write like this? Water. So this is going to give you MOH plus H3O plus, isn't it? Clear? So if I will write the equilibrium constant for this, it will be MOH H3O plus. This will be H3O plus upon M plus and water. Again, this is a constant and this is also a constant. The constant and constant will be another constant, and that is going to be KH. MOH H3O plus upon M plus. Yes. So that is what this is the that is a hydrolysis constant for cation. Clear? How to find this? Is it clear? Chaliye. Now the fraction of, okay, so now the fraction of the total salt that gets hydrolyzed at equilibrium is called degree of hydrolysis. कितना portion हो रहा है वहाँ पे हाइड्रोलाइज हो रहा है, that will be considered as degree of hydrolysis. It is exactly same as alpha, which we have done alpha in terms of alpha. So that is here for the degree of hydrolysis we will use small h, and the same calculation we will do. Okay. So that is represented by H I have as written, and that we will understand in the next video. So that's it for today class. I hope you got it, and whatever the concept there, today it was easy concept, and I think you got it. So that's great. And whatever the numerical I have given you for you, you just try it. In next video I will explain this. And next is our hydrolysis of salts, that is some formula derivation we will do, and some questions based on that also we will do. Okay class, so till then, thank you.